This week on Jon Thelen's Destination Fish, it's all walleye. First up, we chase shallow fish in the dark waters of Red Lake. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Lindy Fishing Tackle and Alumacraft Boats. There, just got him that time. Huh. That was funny how that worked. That fish hit me twice. He missed me once. And I said to Steve, boy, there's one right there. Nice fish. Good way to start. That fish missed me once, and the second time, he got it. Look at that, got him right in that upper snout. We're up on Red Lake today. This is, quite frankly, maybe the best numbers fishery in the country when it comes to walleye fishing. And Steve and I, we come up here every year and play around with this in the spring. But we decided this year we were gonna film it. And you know what? You don't get a lot of big fish here. It's a numbers game. We're gonna put some eaters together and we're gonna talk about how to do this, because let me tell you something, flat, calm, and shallow water. There's some tricks to this, okay? And we're gonna show you what some of those tricks are. You're gonna be able to come up here and get fish like this. And man, I'll tell you what, this is fun fishing. This is a ball, and we're gonna have a ball today. Look at that, great way to throw him in there. And we're off and running.
Good start.
Here we go.
There's one.
Boy. That sounded good.
See what we get. Yeah, little Walter.
Good walleye. Perfect. Nice fish. Tell you what, I'm right here.
Got him.
I'll take care of him for you. You don't even gotta get your hands dirty.
Okay.
Let's put that back.
Got it.
A couple different ways that you can do what we're doing, okay? That first fish I got it pitching, okay? Pretty calm water today. So what I'm doing is pitching out to the side of the boat. You wanna grab that pliers there? I'm pitching out to the side of the boat. But what we're doing is we always start different. We start with different colors. We start with different tactics. And what Steve's doing is just dragging a 16th ounce way back behind and snapping it along. And here's the deal. You'll get various different fish. Some that might be spooked and are out to the sides, and then some that are just right behind the boat and it doesn't bother them at all because they're just feeding. I mean, that 16-inch male, he's just eating. That's all he's doing. So when it comes down to it, he doesn't care that this boat came right over the top of him. I mean, he hit it right here.
And you got that dark water,
right,
you know?
Right, and that makes a big difference. Red Lake is renowned for its dark water, and when it comes down to it, you can get away with things here that you can't other places. Today we are fishing shallow reefs, 5 to 7 feet of water in mid-May. Air temps are cool in the mid-50s with water temps in the low 50s. Winds are light, making for calm seas. 1 16th ounce Lindy Life bait jigs in orange, pink, and chartreuse, tipped with shiner minnows, are today's top producers. Slowly moving the boat at 0.5 miles per hour while dragging and pitching is the ticket. Look at that.
Oh, double.
I just laid this thing back just a little bit and this fish smashed it. Tell you what. Mine I can hoist.
Okay.
He's hooked pretty good. Look at that. I got him. You got a good one? Let me see what I can do to help you out here.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's a good fish. There you go. A Red Lake double. Look at that. I don't think they cared what color it was.
No.
I think what happened was we just came across them. Look at that. Awesome. I think yours will be the perfect one to throw in. I'm gonna let this guy go. I'll let this guy grow up a little bit, but that's a 14 and a half, 15-inch fish. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by these fine sponsors. just as I'm saying, I gotta go back to a shiner. Ooh,
So
nice
well,
walleye.
yep.
Good fish. Good fish. Nice one.
Alrighty.
You know, it's funny how it works. I just said a little bit ago I was gonna try a rainbow here. Let me give you that.
I got him.
Got him? Said I was gonna try a rainbow. And you know what?
You got
I have
one?
not had anything anywhere near touching this rainbow. He's had a couple bites and I went to get no bites. So it just goes to show you how sometimes, I'm gonna
Switch
get
it
a
up.
shiner from you, yeah. It just goes to show you though how sometimes a certain minnow, a certain bait is so important to a bite. But I mean, this morning at the store, we got rainbows and we got shiners because on any given day, it can make a big difference in your catch. And you could just feel, I mean, I've had that rainbow on for a half hour and I haven't been touched. And I went from being bit to not being touched. And it just makes a difference sometimes. I know it's easy to think when you're thinking about dragging a jig and doing what we're doing that you want to be way, way back there. But here's the key. The key is picking the right jig weight, and using this 16th ounce today is allowing us to get back far enough, still get down toward the bottom, right where we need to be, and not get snagged up the whole time while getting out away from the boat a little bit. You got to pick that right jig weight, because I'll tell you what, if you were trying to do this right now with an 1/8 or a 1/4, one of two things is going to happen. You're going to have to be too close to the boat, number one, and you're going to be in that zone where you could be spooking fish, or number two, you're back there, but you're dragging bottom and you're going to be snagged up the whole time. So picking that right jig weight is a really, really big deal. And today that 16th is the number. As we are moving along this reef, there are different spots that come up a little bit higher. We're just right on the north edge of it. But what I'm doing is every time we come across one of those high spots, I'm pitching in to the south. And yet we're keeping Steve's line right in the strike zone where he's been getting the majority of these fish, just pulling along this outer edge. It's one of the neatest things about a tactic like this is you can do pretty much anything. I mean, you can just make that decision to pitch and then go right back to what he's doing, which is looking like what I need to do.
This might be a decent one.
All right. Oh yeah, bring him over here. Good fish, another eater.
Yep.
All right. I'll tell you one thing, you know, that live well's starting to fill up. One of the things that I think is so great about the Alumacrafts, and I always have, dating all the way back to when I was fishing professional walleye trail and we had to keep these fish alive, is the aeration systems they put in these boats are phenomenal. I'm able to not only keep those fish alive all day, here's the other thing, I can keep my bait alive all day. It's just one of those things about the Alumacraft that's made it so that I've stayed in Alumacraft boats for 25 years, 24, 25. I mean, I've actually lost count, but I'll tell you what, they just put a lot of effort and thought into things like that that are gonna help you fish better.
There we go. That's not a bad fish.
All right.
Yep.
Is it a walleye
I'm thinking so.
or is it a sheepy?
I think it's a walleye.
Yeah, it's acting like a walleye the way it's staying down there, isn't it?
Yep.
What do we got
Oh,
here?
yeah.
Nice walleye. Look at that, nice fish. Good job, buddy. Tell you what, let me
Got
just
him.
grab him right out of there. That's gonna be your over for the day, I bet.
It's gonna be close.
Nice fish. Man, I'll tell you, this has been fast and furious. It's just, I mean, we've just been out here for a few hours and it's just literally one after another. Man, I'll tell you what, get out and jig some of this shallow water. Put a few of those tips to use though. I'll tell you what, stay a little bit off the edge, work your way around, pitch up, drag, do a few different things. And that right there, that's what you can do. I'll measure him and he's
Yep,
your over.
17 and a
There you
half.
go, that'll wrap it up.
Jon Thelen's Destination Fish has been brought to you by these great sponsors.